Declaring objects. So just now we have seen how to declare an object of a class called box. So whenever you want to declare any object of a class, we are going to use a keyword called new, followed by the name of the class, then followed by the parenthesis, and this entire object you are going to store in a variable called myBox, and the type of variable is something but it is the name of the class. The same statement I can write like this, that is box myBox, then myBox equal to new box. Right? The same statement I can split into two statements. So here what's going to happen? So when first statement gets executed, a memory is allocated for this myBox. Now myBox is a variable which always points to the object of a class called box. So right now in this first statement, myBox is not pointing to any object of a class called box, so that's why the value of myBox will be null. So once we move to second statement, now what myBox is trying to do? myBox is trying to point to an object of a class called box. In other words, myBox is going to point to an object called myBox is pointing to an object of a class called box. So what this object contains? Width, height and depth. Here the most important point you should observe is what is new? New is a keyword. So whenever you see the keyword called new, it means that the memory is allocated dynamically. Dynamically means the memory for the object called box is allocated during runtime and not during compilation time. And one more thing, this myBox contains the starting address of this memory location. Let us assume the memory is starting from 01, then myBox contains the value as 01. This 01 refers to the starting address of this object. The question says, what do you think the following fragment does? Box B1 equal to new box, box B2 equal to B1. Option A says B1 and B2 refer to separate and distinct objects. Option B says B1 and B2 will both refer to the same object. So what's your answer? Just pause for 1 minute and identify the correct answer. So let us try to identify the correct answer. So in step 1, I am trying to create an object of a class called box. Yes. Now B1 is a variable which is referring to this object. So what this B1 contains? This B1 always contains the starting address of this object. Let us assume the starting address of this object is 01. So B1 will contain 01. So next what I written, box B2 equal to B1. So in second line I have created one more variable called B2, and for this B2 a memory is allocated, and inside this memory, what value I'm trying to place? The value which is present in B1, I'm trying to place in B2. So what value B1 is having? 0, 1. So in B2 also, I have the same value called 0, 1. In other words, both B1 and B2 are referring to the same object. So the answer for this question is option B. So let us try second question. What do you think following fragment does? Box B1 equal to new box B2 equal to B1, and there are some few lines are there. After these few lines are written, B1 equal to null. Option A, B1 has been set to null, but B2 still points to the original object. Option B2 says B1 and B2 both will be set to null. So which answer is correct? Pause for 1 minute and try to find the correct answer. So let us discuss this. So in first line, I am creating an object of a class called box. Right? Now, B1 is a variable which is referring to this object. Let us assume the memory location of this object begins from 0, 1. So B1 contains the address of this object called 0, 1. So in next statement, what I written, box B2 equal to B1. In other words, B2 contains the value called 0, 1. So after some set of statements, I am writing B1 equal to null, and before that, since both B1 and B2 is having the same value, so both B1 and B2 will refer to the same object. Now later what I am doing, B1 equal to null, it means I am changing the value of 0, 1 to null value. I am changing to null value. Null means now B1 is not pointing to the object of a class called box. Why? Because I changed the value of B1 from 0, 1 to null. So now only B2 is pointing to the object of a class called box. So right now, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is B1 has been set to null, but B2 still points to the original object.